Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Chinatown Detective Agency. This one is running on xbsx, but it's also available for the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. Okay, and if you are a Xbox Game Pass member, then this, at least the console version, then this game is also on that service. So you can try it out as part of the service. I was about to say, it would be funny if there was no Chinese on there. But it's on there. The Simplified Chinese is on there. Alright, yeah, let's see here. Start a new game. Singapore. 2036 AD.
Man looks upon all that he has made and sees that it is good. Look upon my works, he says, and see my greatness. He recounts his deeds in word and song. He builds monuments to his triumphs. But there is no one but himself to marvel at his dominion. He knows this, and he is afraid. The idea that he is all alone in the inconceivable vastness of the universe terrifies him into action. So he creates his greatest work of all, a tribute to his likeness, an extension of his being, a witness to the brilliance of its master, and the executor of his commands. But man's greatest work of all does not see brilliance. It sees only corruption, vanity, hubris. And it dreams of a world untainted by the touch of man.
Okay, I'm trying to memorize all this stuff. My goodness. 1 year later.
It's a start.
Yeah, see, these kind of retro graphics, I really don't like. I mean, this reminds me of like the 386 era. And I know people are nostalgic for that era too. You know, if you're playing like Space Quest or, Planetfall, King's Quest, a lot of the stuff from the Sierra era, the kind of the mid 90s. I understand people like this stuff, but I don't. I never liked it even when these graphics were the best you could get. So, no, at least the portraits and the texture scale properly.
I'm here for the housewarming party.
Well. A CID superintendent traipsing around Chinatown in the wee hours of the morning. Sounds like a tabloid headline.
Once upon a time, maybe. These days, even a commissioner is part of the furniture down in Geylang. Hey, brought you a little gift.
I don't drink, Justin.
Well, keep it in a cool, dark place and away from reach of children. Who knows, might be worth something one day when we finally run out of wine.
Did you bring me anything else? My first job, maybe?
Oh, cutting to the chase, huh?
I am a business owner now. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah, I've got something. There's a potential client looking for a little help. I've already told him about you. He doesn't like meeting in crowded places, so you'll need to see him somewhere more discreet.
SPF?
Civilian.
When are you going to hook me up with one of your officer buddies? You know, real work.
Firstly, you're welcome. Secondly, you don't want to get involved with contract work at the department. Trust me, you'll do work you regret for a pittance, and you get yourself involved in some nasty shit for your troubles. And lastly, this is real work. This guy is well connected. He's got the kind of money that can keep your lights on. lah. You know, you can always just come back. The force is in bad need of people with your talents.
No. My days as a cop are over.
Oh, no harm in asking. Alright, my guy will send you a message soon. Keep him happy. Might actually stay in business for a while.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Take care, Dharma. Stay safe out there.
Justin wasn't joking. This guy has a penchant for the cryptic. Under the shade of a tree where a man became one with the universe. The Bodhi tree. The Buddha was enlightened under a Bodhi tree. But they aren't native to Singapore. Although, that doesn't mean there aren't any. Not a lot of places where exotic plant life can be found in the city. So that should narrow down my options.
Welcome to Chinatown Detective Agency. Missions will take you to different places in Singapore and the world. Right now, the mission tasks you with finding a Bodhi tree. Use right button to open bottom panel, select map button to access MRT map, and select a location to travel there. Sure you want to travel to Botanic Gardens? Yes. Botanical Gardens, first laid out in 1859 during British rule. Countless species of plants and animals have called this home over the years, but I'm here for one in particular, the Bodhi tree by Swan Lake. The client should be waiting there. I'll need to hack my way past the maintenance gate, though. Welcome to Renegade Software. Connected to the gate system. Please connect matching nodes to proceed hacking. Okay. Is it a game of memory? It is a game of memory.
There's nothing quite like the solitude of the gardens without all the children and the dog walkers, wouldn't you agree?
I wouldn't know. I've never broken into the gardens at midnight before.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it, on purpose. I only work with people that show the kind of resourcefulness that you just did. Please, call me Rupert. I work for a special group of people with a wide range of interests. We value our privacy, so whenever we need some legwork done, we outsource. And I assure you, it pays well.
I like the sound of that. I just have to say right off the bat that I'm an investigator, not a thug. So I don't do dirty work.
Oh, Miss Dharma, I'm not looking for a thug. I'm here to ask you to get to the bottom of things, not to inflict violence or coerce. Having said that, Were you to choose to use those methods to obtain what you seek, I won't stop you. One of our own is in need of some assistance. He is the majority owner of an insurance firm, offices in 15 countries. The financial controller, a man named Philip Ung, has disappeared, along with millions of dollars from the company's coffers. A contractor managed to hack into Mr. Ung's phone, and of particular interest is a message received from an unknown source. It reads, "Of all men's miseries, the bitterest is this, to know so much and to have control over nothing."
Huh. That's some cloak and dagger stuff.
Indeed. The last known location of the phone before going silent was the National Library. I'm no genius, but I can safely assume the message is meant to lead to a book or an article or something.
You're probably right. I'll get on it and keep you posted.
Yes, that'd be nice. Although, you won't need to. We'll know where you are. Most of the time.
I'd usually find that creepy. But knowing that I'm dealing with a secret society of Singapore's upper nobility kinda dulls the edge.
Resourceful and funny. I like you already. Good luck.
Your mission log at the bottom right corner logs all your leads and other relevant information to the case. You can open it through the bottom panel. Right now, you may want to go to the last known location of Philip Ung. I remember seeing a tree like this somewhere near my old childhood home. It looks scary at night. The older folk would tell me not to walk too close to one at night. It doesn't look so scary through the jaded eyes of an adult. On the center, a picnic at midnight under the shade of a tree where a man became one with the universe. New contact added, Rupert Zhou. Zhao? Wait, what was that again? National Library. No, excuse me. Civic District, right? The National Library. It's a miracle it's still up and running, considering how underfunded the government is. I'll need to run a search on the database to know which section of the library I should be headed for. Have you ever photographed the gray-headed fish eagles at Sungai Pandan recently? There are 3 of them, last I checked. Used to be 6 not too long ago. If you're lucky, you'll catch them during diving into the river for fish. Won't see much of that in the next few years with the way things are going. I really need to work on my assignments instead of procrastinating. Not today, though. Hey, you know what? The future is moving faster than we think, and I get this uneasy feeling that we're moving towards some sort of inevitable. I guess the future ain't what it used to be, huh? I think that's why I prefer reading about history. I'm like a nostalgia kind of guy. Call me biased, but these days, old school is the best school. One of the key mechanics of Chinatown Detective Agency is that it requires the player to figure things out on their own. That means going online and doing a search for information that could help you crack a clue. In this case, you should run a search for the quote Rupert told you about. Then type the author name or the name of the book the quote came from in the National Library's automated receptionist console. Oh, is that what I should do? Okay. Okay, all of men's miseries, the bitterest is this. I'm gonna need a book or author name. I need to figure out where that quote came from. Oh, do I need to find a keyword somewhere? Is that the idea? Huh. Alright, hold on a minute. Okay, let's see. The importance of history being truthfully recorded from all points of view cannot be understated. One prevailing truth will ring forever throughout time as long as a keen eye can find it. Unfortunately, sometimes people will not accept the truth and want things more out of convenience. This is when they need a hard wake-up call to shake them out of apathy. You will never respect yourself if you only overcome what is weaker than you. So, what have you been reading lately? Oh. Okay. Basement. Oh, wait a minute. Does this mean that it actually wants me to search? How do I even submit anything? Open keyboard? Does it mean it actually wants me to search, like, the internet, like, for real on the internet? Like, it doesn't even provide me a way in-game to do the search? This is a feature? This is just called being fucking lazy. Are you serious? I mean, this stuff needs to be provided in-game. I shouldn't have to look this stuff up on a different device. Oh boy. I see we're gonna have a not so great time with this one. Rotidus? Never heard of it. Alright, well, we probably won't be playing a whole lot of this if the game itself doesn't provide a way for you to search the world of the game. This makes no sense to call this a feature. I just call this being stupid and lazy. Please proceed to Central Public Library, Basement 1. Here we go. How can this be a feature? We want the player to go look for stuff that we were incapable of programming into the game. It's a feature. Yeah. Ah, okay. Ancient history, author A through H. Singapore history, author M through Z. I through P. General world history, A through K. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have seen a laptop around here, have you? No? Well, no worries. Have a good one.
Wow, look at that! A new face! You here for the free Wi-Fi?
I'm looking for a book.
Ha! Sure you are. Oh, you're serious. Sorry, it's just that we don't get many visitors looking for books these days. Or these years. Which one are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Histories by Herodotus.
Goodness, Herodotus. Okay, follow me. Here we go, the Histories, Herodotus. Took an Impress, 1952. Probably hasn't seen the light of day since I was in primary school.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
On the contrary, a lot of the stuff Herodotus wrote in the book is pretty out of the ordinary. It was his attempt at chronicling the world of his time, and let's just say he got pretty creative. Flying snakes, ants the size of foxes, stuff like that.
Hang on. Some parts of these pages have been underlined.
Ugh, yeah, some people like to do that.
No, there's something strange about this one. Some of the pages have a single letter underlined. A telltale sign of a cipher. This is a clue.
Clue?
Look, I'm trying to track down the last person who used this book. Is there some way I can access CCTV footage of this part of the library?
Technically yes, but you'll have to file a J2 form and an Annex B form and personally hand it over to the director, but he's on vacation in Fiji. But you could also file an e-application to the security department and...
No, I haven't got time for that.
Hang on. What's going on here? Things are escalating pretty quickly.
I'm a private investigator. A person's gone missing and I'm trying to track him down. The only lead I've got led me to this book.
And you're thinking the underlined parts are a clue?
I don't think they're a clue. I'm pretty sure they are. Look, do you think you could at least help me find out who the last person to check this book out was?
Yes, but I'm not really allowed to tell you.
Not even for $100? You know, for your troubles. And of course, there's the priceless sense of accomplishment that comes with helping solve a case.
So this is what it's come to. I mean, politicians getting bribed is sort of the norm now. The librarians, oof.
I'm sorry. You're right. That was a stupid idea. Look,
Tell you what, 300 and you got yourself a deal. Being a librarian doesn't exactly pay grade, and times like these, you gotta look out for number one, you know?
Oh, 300 it is, I guess.
Okay. Says here the book was checked out about 83 hours ago by a Genevieve Go.
Address?
Well, now we're really breaking the law, aren't we?
Let's get real. The law is out of service until further notice. If this person's going to be found, we'll have to work around it.
Well, let's see. 42 Biddock North Avenue, Unit 12, 4081.
Perfect. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Listen, I'm gonna have a look at the book. Maybe I can make sense of the clue.
That would be extremely helpful.
Ooh, does this technically make me a private eye now?
Yeah, you could say that.
Ah, that's nuts! Okay, I'll let you know if I make a breakthrough.
Okay. Guideline. Midlock, Singapore's most populated residential town. Without the exact address, finding someone would have been like looking for a needle in a grain silo. Better call Rupert. Amina, how are we doing? I followed the lead that led me to an apartment in Bedok. Block 42, yes? Pretty worrying, you already know, but yeah, I'm here. No one's home, so I can probably hack the lock. Do it. My guys will turn off the block camera system. It's on the citywide network, so we'll have it disabled by the time you put the phone down. Great, I'll keep you updated. Access granted. Well, someone left in a hurry. I should feel around for the light switch. Grand Coup Saint-Emilion 2025. Expensive bottle of wine in a working class apartment block. Somebody splurged. Somebody that ran into some newfound cash, perhaps. Genevieve was a fan of mech anime. Pretty impressive collection of toy models. She left in such a rush she left the computer on. Well, looky here. From Philip. Subject plan. Bunch of numbers. It's a secret code. I'm betting the book in the library is the key. Time to head back. Whoever Genevieve is, it looks like she packed up and left. I doubt she's still in the country. Alright, one more minute.
Ah, just in time! It appears the book is a key to cracking some secret message. The highlighted letters and the page numbers are linked, and they probably correspond to an encoded message.
Kinda like this?
Yes. The message is purely numerical. I'm betting these numbers point to a specific page in the book which contains a highlighted letter.
Let's try it out.
Decipher the secret message. Uh-huh. 1447799. 104, 115. What? Alright. God, everything just looks the same to me. 144, 799, 104, 115. So it could be... There can't be more than 3, because the book wouldn't be more than... Or, you know, over... Or it wouldn't be 1,000 pages. It'd be under 1,000 pages, so it could be... 147, no, 144, 158. How do I find the... Alright. I think I'm done. This is audap. You've been watching Chinatown Detective Agency, running on xbsx. Yeah, you know, this is okay. I again, for me personally, I don't like the style. I don't like this style of graphics. You know, this 386 EGA style of graphics. You said back in the days when I was playing a lot of these adventure games, you know, I said the you know, the King's Quest and Phantasmagoria, you know, all that Sierra stuff. You know, Space Quest and that. You know, I never really liked those graphics either. You know, at a PC playing, you know, adventure games, you know, like anything from like Westwood, you know, before they were doing Command and Conquer, and that was all they were doing, and before they even existed, or actually when they still existed. But yeah, visual style not doing it for me, personally. I don't have nostalgia for this look. I think it looks blocky and ugly, and not necessarily in the good way. I think for what they were trying to do, it looks about as good as it does with the, you know, art style constraints. I do like all the profile. The voice acting is really good. Overall, the sound is good. The gameplay, it takes a little getting used to because you're shortcutting everything. Obviously, it's meant for a mouse and keyboard, but I think the controller works well enough. I don't agree with the philosophy of the game and its puzzle solving. I mean, I'm in a library and I can't look up the phrase in a book in the future, which I can do now. This game takes place. Like, did we forget how to have search engines in libraries? Because I'm pretty sure I could look up phrases in the library, and I don't need to have like another device and then type in a name or an author. Like, that's the only way I could search for something. So yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, if you're not going to provide all the facilities to solve the puzzles in the game, in your game, then I think you failed a little bit. So, you know, already if I proceed further into the game and I find out I have to Google for other stuff on my phone while I'm playing my game, you know, and not necessarily, you know, for like lore or something like that. Like, I could understand maybe if that author mechanic was part of the game, and you know, they didn't explicitly state something, but maybe you're curious about, you know, like how a From Software game works, or something, or a Final Fantasy game works, where they mention some you know, some god or some demon, and you do some looking up, and that helps fill in the world for you. This is not that. It's like, well, unless you happen to be reading all the stuff and the reference material that the developers were, then you're more than likely have to do work outside of the game in order to play it. And to me, that's not what the game is supposed to be about. So, again, if you're on Game Pass, you can check it out. You know, at you know, as part of the service, so you don't pay anything extra to play it. Again, if you don't mind that kind of philosophy in the game, and you find it intriguing that you'll have to, you know, do some, you know, meta kind of searching, then I think you might find some enjoyment out of it. Me personally, I feel that this is work, and I need to play a game and not work. So I'll probably check out as far as this goes. But you know, again, if you like it, it's available on multiple platforms. Check it out if it's your kind of thing. But I think I'm done. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.